what is your name? And what are you doing down here in Baltimore today?
Yeah, my name is Brittany White, and I just decided to come down and do a little shopping and visit some friends, and so I'm enjoying the day.
Well, thank you for sitting down and pulling a card with us. What card did you pull?
So I pulled Share a Story About Change.
Okay. What story do you have for us?
I feel like change shows up a lot in my life lately, or at least I've been noticing it a lot lately. And the need to be able to go with the flow and be okay with change as someone who doesn't enjoy it. Like, I like to know what to expect, but I feel like there's just been so much, there's just like things are just constantly changing for me. So I would say, I mean, this goes back all the way to the pandemic, but we had never, I have a business, and we had never wanted to open a brick and mortar store until I saw the perfect brick and mortar store. And so we put everything into it. And so my business changed, and we built this brick and mortar. And right as the construction was wrapping up, quarantine happened. And so everything changed, and we had to come up with ways to make it work. And then after the pandemic ended, things changed again, and things started opening, and we needed to figure out a new way to make it work where people could come into our space. And then after we figured that out, we realized that it was just not a good space for us. We weren't really happy, and so it was time to change again. And now we have a warehouse, and we're happy, and things are going well. And so I think being open to change rather than resistant to it has really benefited me, even when it's been scary.
Oh, that's such an important lesson and such an important story. So I have these curious cards that we play with our story starters, and what happens is they just take the story a little bit deeper.
Okay.
And so what I'll do is I'll pull 3 cards, and you only have to answer one of them.
Okay.
And you just tell me like what you're comfortable answering, what you're not. I have a million questions in my head of actually what I want to ask you, but I'm going to use these for a second. Okay, so I'm curious, do you notice any patterns when it comes to like change and the things that you all have done in your business? I'm curious, did retelling the story bring anything up for you that you haven't thought about in a while? I'm curious, did you ignore any signs throughout that process?
Okay. I can't remember all those off the top of my head, so.
Here, I'll put them right here for you.
And what are my instructions? Pick one?
Just pick one that you want to go a little bit deeper on from your story.
I think I'm going to pick, did you ignore any signs?
Okay.
And I definitely had signs. Maybe they weren't real signs, but they were a little bit. Like, we were really struggling to get a loan approved, and we just kept pushing and pushing until we got it. And for that space that we wanted to open, where, we should have, if only I had just chosen to not, things would have gone differently, and that's okay. We took so much away from this experience, so I can't be mad about it, but I do think that was like a big sign that we should have walked away. Some other signs were just how things went during the construction period, where things were getting built in the cafe space, etc., where communication wasn't always great with the property management, etc. And I think also some signs down the line when it was time to close, we probably should have listened to earlier, whether it was slower traffic or employees not showing up for shifts, etc., where, I didn't even get a maternity leave. That's a sign that maybe that business, that space wasn't for us.
So what do you do with that? Like, you can look backwards. We know hindsight's 20/20, but when you see that these were maybe actual signs that could have taken us in a different direction, what do you do with that going forward?
I guess I just continue to look at what's being shown to me
Yeah.
and listening to, not necessarily like listening to it and following the path that is clear ahead of me, because I don't think it's that clear, but maybe just like listening in a way where I'm like sitting with what I'm seeing and processing it and seeing if how I feel about what is there, what that sign could be.
Do you feel like now with like the changes that you're taking on, there's certain things that you've allowed to like guide you, or you've responded to differently than maybe you would have before?
I think, yes, I think I'm a lot more ready to just walk away from something, or I know that I'll be able to bounce back from whatever I might be nervous about as we try something or decide to not try something, etc.
I love that. Okay, so if anyone was watching your story or listening to your story today, what would you want them, what's like the number one learning nugget you want them to walk away with?
There's never going to be a right decision. There's just going to be experiences that you learn from no matter what. So follow it, don't follow it, that's okay. Make sure that that's what you want and that's what you do, and it's okay for it to not work out too. There's something I think about a lot is failure is an option, and it's okay to fail, because so long as you're taking something away from it and learning how to, I hate the word pivot, but you're learning how to pivot and go for something else to make it work or take away, then it's not a failure.
That is such a good, that's a really good line, because I feel like there are sometimes, I think I've been thinking a lot recently about how people want all the right answers, like we just want answers to things, and like there aren't always answers, it's just living and experiencing and doing something with it.
I think there's a lot of people that need permission to
Yeah.
do anything in their lives, and that's always going to be, permission's always going to like hold you back. And that's something I've learned in having a business is just go for it and apologize later, which sounds so terrible, but if I was somebody who was waiting for permission at every move, I would not be successful in business.
Well, thank you for sharing your experiences
Thank
and
you
your
for
learnings with
talking with
us.
me today.
Yeah, thank you, Brittany.
All right, there you go.
This was awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to give you this.
Okay.
So we can actually hear you, because you just gave us an awesome spiel about what you do down here in Baltimore.
Okay.
And I'm going to actually ask you to do that, a mini version again.
Okay.
Because I want people to hear what I just got to hear, which is like you care about the city and you care about people who are down here in Fells Point. So tell me again, you're down here making sure that people are safe, that they have what they need, that they have directions, that they have they know what's going on. Like, why do you do this? Tell me more.
So basically what I'm a waterfront partnership guide.
Okay.
I work for Block by Block. We're
Okay.
a nonprofit organization. So basically we help with the public. We engage with the public. We deal with basically, how I like to sum it up, we're a walking 411, 311. Information, details, if you're lost, looking for directions. I like to make it fun. If you see me standing like a statue, you're not going to come and approach me. But if you see me singing and smiling and dancing, you're going to want to engage. You're going to want to see, what is that girl with that yellow shirt on? What is she about? What is she doing? And when you come over and see me, you're going to see a bubbly girl named Stephanie from Baltimore that loves Fells Point and loves helping people, because that's what it's about. And like I told you, Leah, if it's about the pay, it would not definitely be about that. So it's automatically comes from my heart.
Yeah.
Like, I get up every day. Some days it's not a good day, but I look at it every day. There's so much negative in the world. If I get a chance to spread with a little bit of fairy dust that I can, and I can make one person smile, but it's always more than one person.
Yeah.
So if I can make more than one person smile, I get a lot of people that from all different places, Honolulu, New York, Wisconsin, that comes back just to come see me. And not to toot my own horn, but I was in People magazine because
Stop.
Ashley and Andrew Powell got married in the square, and they did a issue from Magically talking about the God in the park. I did not know anything about it. Her sister was a bridesmaid. She was recording me, and I'm just a hopeful romantic. And I was watching the wedding, and I didn't like how people were walking across their nuptials and everything. So I went to the bride and groom. I said, listen, this is my route, and I'm going to make sure that you two get married today. And they got married, and I didn't know I was going viral. I was on TikTok, Instagram, People Magazine, and everything. And like I told them, it's not about no money. I don't want any money. I established a friendship with people that I did not even know. And me, Ashley, and Andrew, we talk every day. They wish me a happy birthday. My birthday was just Sunday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And it's just amazing. So if you're not from Baltimore, I'm telling any and everybody that is from everywhere across the world, please come to Baltimore, Maryland. Come down to Fells Point. Come down to your Inner Harbor. Visit Locust Point. Visit Canton. Do not listen to what the news says. It's bad everywhere. But we have so much amenities and fun stuff for kids and adults. And guess what, y'all? Don't forget date night. We got some things for y'all to do on date night. And if you come down Fells Point, I'm your babysitter. So bring the kids to me and go and have you a drink and date and come back. And the babies will tell you how they had a good time playing with chalk and bubbles and everything. This is amazing. And I'm telling you, any and everybody that gets a chance to meet Leah and sit down and do together story time, this will be amazing.
Thank
Get
you.
off of the computers. Get off of Instagram and do this live engagement thing. This is what it's about. We always lock down with the TVs and everything. Come on, y'all. Come out. Engage. Let's have fun. That's what it's about. People meeting people. Glad to meet everybody.
You're amazing. Do you want to pick a card and still share a story?
Okay.
I feel like you have a lot of really good stories, and I want to know more about
This
you.
one.
Okay. Read it out loud and then tell me a story about it.
So my card says, share a story about a time when I felt most proud. A time when I felt most proud, I just told you, when Andrew and Ashley got married in the square at Fells Point, and I was able to be an official and a bridesmaid and get to witness them. And I made two friends out of nowhere, and it was just amazing. So being diverse in a pot with people that you don't even know, and you get to come together, that's awesome. It's no other word, no other better way to put it than to socialize and engage. Meet somebody that you never even met, and wow, a friendship just made. I got lifelong lasting friendship with Ashley and Andrew Powell. It's
love
awesome. So I'm telling everybody, pay it forward. Go up to somebody you don't know, tell them something, make a frown into a smile, and pass it forward.
Okay.
That's all I need you to do for me.
I have, 3 follow-up questions. You're just going to choose one to go deeper on.
Okay.
Specifically about that story, about
Okay.
making friends and like being this official bridesmaid, security, like taking care of the space, like just watching out for them. All right, I'm curious, what surprised you? I'm curious, what gave you the courage? And I'm curious, how did this moment change you? You only have to choose one to answer.
This moment changed me because I was always scared to talk to people outside of my race, because society is so racist, and I've always just been huddled up with just, I hate to say that word, with just my kind. So now I'm stepping outside the box. I don't care if you're white, purple, blue, red, or orange. That's what the world is about. So sometimes I go against some races, but some people are all welcome arm. So listen, don't let that stop you from reaching out. And this is my ladybug, Mary Margaret. And I love her. And you see, it comes naturally, guys. It's nothing forced, so this is nothing phony. This comes from my heart. Everything is just born natural. You can see I'm not thinking of any words to say. So if you want real live footage, real live information, you got it. Fun facts.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. You're incredible, and I really appreciate you stopping over and
It was
checking
awesome.
on us and then
no
playing
worries.
too.
That's what it was.
You're amazing.
And I guarantee if you sit out here, you're going to find you some more stories and some more exciting
Wonderful.
people to meet.
Baltimore's great for that, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.
Oh my God, nice to meet you.